Hi, my name is Ava Sheeswell, and today I will be discussing why we should implement universal healthcare in America. To begin, there's a fast-growing chronic disease crisis in America. Many critical conditions and diseases such as diabetes or hypertension affect many Americans and require much treatment. For those who cannot afford healthcare, these issues can grow out of control. Universal healthcare would help keep Americans healthier by providing treatment and preventative measures. Here, we have an example of how universal healthcare would help Americans. Many all over the world fight cancer every day. For those with cancer, 8 out of every 25 Americans go undiagnosed due to a lack of healthcare. This means for every 10,000 Americans, 3,200 have cancer they do not even know about because of inadequate healthcare. Even if they did know they had cancer, they most likely would not have the resources to treat it, therefore suffering more. Next, we will discuss the uninsured diabetic population in America. Diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death in the world, so it requires many treatments, medications, and appointments to keep it in check. Without insurance, this is very hard to do, so the uninsured often try to let problems go as long as possible. This is why the uninsured diabetic population is responsible for 55% more emergency room visits than their insured counterparts. If universal health care were available in America, these impromptu visits and expenses would happen way less often. Another large population in America affected by chronic disease are those affected by hypertension, or high blood pressure. Like those with diabetes, uninsured Americans with hypertension cannot always keep their illnesses under control. This is why they end up spending over $2,000 more in emergency room visits each year than those who have hypertension with insurance. Again, universal health care would lessen costs and emergency room visits while also keeping Americans healthier. If the United States had universal health care, the economic strain in America would lessen significantly. Citizens would spend less money on healthcare plans, medications, and bills, therefore having more money to go into consumer-based spending, which would help the economy. The $3.8 trillion a year that is spent on healthcare in America would go into resolving debt and help boost the economy. Another reason why universal healthcare should be implemented is because it can be considered a basic human right. Both the right to life and the pursuit of happiness suggest having the ability to maintain health and have access to healthcare. Additionally, the Supreme Court voted 5-4 in the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act in favor of universal health care identifying as a right. This should set a precedent for Americans striving to have universal health care implemented and available to all, regardless of status, race, or gender. On this page, we have a word cloud with words that revolve around the topic of universal health care. The hand holding a medical cross represents how we hold the power to implement universal health care and must fight for this right. Here, we have a questions and answers page with common concerns regarding universal health care. Question number 1. Will universal health care actually help? Answer. Universal health care will give so many disadvantaged citizens more opportunities and keep America healthier as a whole. Question number 2. Will universal health care cause a lack of quality care? Actually, more exposure for medical institutions will advance quality care and keep the medical field advancing. Question number 3. Does universal health care really work? Answer. Universal health care has been found greatly successful and beneficial worldwide. Question number 4. Will universal health care cost money? Answer. Universal health care will require a raise in taxes, but no other payment plans. It is also far less expensive than other healthcare plans that we have in America today. Question number 5. How do I help implement universal health care? Well, you can find a petition and sign today, or vote on important matters regarding universal health care. Thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation on universal health care. I hope this helps to better explain why the country would greatly benefit from universal health care.